If you're a calisthenics beginner and you want to learn advanced calisthenics skills, pay attention because I'm going to give you some valuable information that might save you years of training. A few years ago, I was in your shoes and I wanted to learn all these advanced skills that I can do now. And if I had known this sooner, I would have made much better progress. What you need to know if you want to learn advanced calisthenics skills is, before starting to train for them, you need to have a solid base of strength and muscle mass. And what do I mean by this? Well, first I want to make it clear that if you want to learn an advanced calisthenics skill, you have to train for it. There's no other way around it. If you want to learn a handstand push-up, you need to train the handstand push-up. And if you want to learn a front lever, you need to train for the front lever, etc. There's no way around this. You really have to do this. However, before you do these things, first you need to build a base of muscle mass and strength with basic movements. So movements such as the dip, or the overhead press, or the weighted pull-up, or the weighted chin-up, etc. You need to be decently strong at them before starting to learn the skills. Because if right now you're still weak and have very little muscle mass, your body is not prepared to learn those advanced calisthenic skills. First, you need to build some muscle mass and strength with these basic exercises. Because if you jump straight into the skills, you have no muscle mass, it will take you forever to get them. However, if you just spend a few months getting bigger and stronger, even doing a little bit of bodybuilding and strength training, once you start learning the skills, you already have some muscle mass that will make it much easier to gain strength when you train the skills. So here's my example. I always wanted to learn the front lever. It was the skill that made me fall in love with calisthenics. But when I started training for it, I was very, very skinny, which means that once I started training for it, my progress was quite slow. So I did progress on them, and you can still make progress on them if you just train them, because anything you do in life, repeatedly, you'll get better. However, if you first step back from the movement and do a few months of weighted pull-ups, for example, which is what I did, if you come back to learning the front lever, it will be so much quicker. It's crazy. So, if you just train the front lever, it will actually be slower than if you just put it aside for some time to get strong at the weighted pull-up and then getting back at the front lever. You'll get the front lever quicker if you do this. The same thing applies with the handstand push-up. It is much easier to learn a handstand push-up if you can press your entire body weight above your head with the overhead press. Or if you can pull, or if you can press half your body weight on a weighted dip. Like, it's very intuitive. So, if you're a beginner right now and you want to learn the calisthenic skills, what I would do first is, 1. Pick one exercise for pull and one exercise for push. That could be, I would recommend the weighted pull-up or the weighted chin-up for pull, and the overhead press or the weighted dip for the push. And build some solid numbers. You don't need to get crazy strong at it. You need to waste a lot of time getting strong at them if you don't want to do that. However, if you can pull about half of your body weight on a weighted pull-up for some reps and about 80% of your body weight on the overhead press for a few reps as well, it will be so much easier to learn the skills. And that's another point. If you want to just do skills, you can just do that. But I think that most athletes want to have advanced skills and also muscle mass and strength. Your strength is something that you have to keep working on repeatedly to increase it. So either way, there's going to always be an exercise like a weighted pull-up or a dip or overhead press that you're going to be doing over the years to get stronger. So you might as well start now. So do a few months of weighted pull-up and the overhead press, and once you're decently strong, go learn the skills. You will make much faster progress. Here is the best plan. Number 1, spend a few months just working on the basic exercises to get some strength and some muscle mass. Step 2, start training the skills, and after you're done with your skills in the training session, do your basic exercises. That's the best structure if your focus is skills and you want to keep progressing as well on your strength. This is what I do. I start my training with the skills. Right now is the front lever and the handstand push-up. And after I'm done with them, I go to my strength and hypertrophy movements. The overhead press and the weighted pull-up, which I think are the best for people who want to improve on calisthenics skills. So Here's the recap. If you're a complete beginner, first build some muscle mass and strength with basic movements for a few months, then start learning the skills, and while you're learning the skills, do the basics on the side to keep increasing your muscle mass and your strength.